Big travel day yesterday, but we finally made it to Lagos. Pretty much just got in late, and this morning got up, had breakfast, and someone said go check out this Ponta de Pade. So we're on the walkway still, but this is just the views along the walkway, so imagine it's going to be pretty beautiful. Kayakers and paddleboarders out there already. We walked from the town of Lagos along what looked like a newly constructed promenade. This gave heaps of lookout spots of golden cliffs and grottos below, with a few stairways down to smaller beaches below. These all look very different depending on the tide, so it's best to plan your walk.
We're at one of the main beaches in Lagos. Just a short walk out of the town. So pretty.
This morning we jumped on a bus and headed about 45 minutes west to Sagres. It's called the end of the world town. We don't really know what is here, but there's a lighthouse and a bit of a fort in front of us, so we're just going to check out the town today and see what we can find. It's very beachy and relaxed. Old mate out there and his catamaran probably has the best life out right now. Used to be a moat around this castle. Now we're going to just break its defences, walk straight in. Sagres Fort on Cape St. Vincent is the most southwesterly tip of mainland Europe, hence the nickname End of the World. The unique 15th century fortress was constructed under Henry the Navigator, protected by one main wall and 60-metre cliffs surrounding. Private beach. A dip in the crystal clear waters saw out the afternoon, as our private beach was slowly swallowed by the incoming tide. The next morning, back in Lagos, we took up the area's #1 tourist attraction. Kayaking is a huge deal in these parts, with countless number of companies offering tours around the point and through the picturesque caves and grottos we saw from above a few days earlier. Hot tip is to get in early to beat the southern Portuguese heat. So we're now in Faro. It's the capital of the Algarve. Left Lagos yesterday, got here about mid-afternoon, checked out the town and just booked in for a walking tour really, so we're heading there now. So this is the Church of Carmen, and the chapel's made out of human bones.
You can see where is the difference. You can see where is for the man equals.
So we're into the old town now. Everything here is about 200 years old because the Lisbon earthquake in, what was it, 18 whatever. These guys got the tsunami and it ruined pretty well the whole city. Cheers. Alright, so that's pretty much it for Portugal. We're in Faro, this is our last stop, and we're off to the Spaniards tomorrow. We've been in Portugal almost 2 weeks now, and we've got a few little tips on what we would do next time. I loved, out of the cities, I loved Porto, just the food and the culture. I thought it was pretty unreal. You liked Lisbon, didn't you?
I liked Lisbon a bit better. But they're both so different. Like Lisbon is a bit more colourful and a bit more mainstream touristy, whereas Porto is a bit more like Gothic architecture, and the city layout is so different to anything we've seen before.
I just did it for the food. I just eat those pastel de natas forever till it puts me in a bad spot, I think.
The food in Portugal has been so good. They love their sardines. Love the sardines.
Apart from that, we go. We both love Lagos. That was our favourite spot for sure, hands down. It's just beautiful.
On the Algarve coast, down the south of Portugal, we spent 4 nights in Lagos and we did a day trip to Sagres. Sagres was gorgeous, just a small town right on the edge of Portugal, described as the end of the world.
We'd probably spend a night there if we knew again, and if we had a bit more time, we'd spend a night there. We'd probably spend. We didn't get to the Benadryl caves. It was logistically, everyone just said too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we had time again, we'd do that. We'd probably stay in a town between Lagos and Faro. And anything else you'd do?
You could probably skip Faro. It's just a city.
Yeah,
there's an airport.
We had 2 nights here and we just did a walking tour, and really there's not much prepared. But
and we did the kayaking in Lagos around the point, along all the beaches and the caves. That was so worth doing. Mm-hmm. That was really good.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, apart from that, it's pretty well Portugal. Great place, definitely will be back.
Yeah.
Beautiful country. Very
chill. We both felt really safe this whole time.
Great food, great scenery.
Yeah.
Really friendly people.
Yeah.
What more could you want? So, on to the Spaniards. See you there.